Welcome to today's journey. I am truly honored to walk alongside you, Scorpio, at a moment that feels both important and deeply personal. If you've been sensing a slowing of your inner rhythm lately, as if something within you is gently asking you to pause, to listen, and to look deeper, trust that it is not a random delay. The universe is intentionally creating this quiet space for you, inviting you to step inward into depths that perhaps you have not fully dared to explore until now. On May 3, 2025, Pluto, your ruling planet, begins its retrograde in Aquarius. This marks the start of a silent yet profound inner reconstruction. This time, the changes won't erupt like thunderclaps across a clear sky. They will move like deep, steady currents, eroding what no longer serves you and making way for a new, more solid foundation. You are no longer being asked to simply change outer goals. You are being called to revisit and rebuild from within. Your true values, your authentic ideals, and the dreams you may have once tucked away. In today's video, we'll walk together through this inner landscape. We'll take a closer look at the shifts quietly unfolding within you, understand how the universe is guiding you forward, and discover how you can move ahead with greater clarity and strength. A new chapter is quietly opening, and if you are ready, let's begin. As we step more deeply into today's guidance, let's begin where much of your energy is being quietly restructured, your relationship with finances and self-worth. Money is never just about money, Scorpio. It's about trust. Trust in your ability to create, to sustain, and to receive without fear. And right now, the universe is asking you to examine that trust more honestly than ever before. With Venus and the Sun both activating the area of your chart that governs finances, positioned directly across from you in Taurus, everything related to money, resources, and personal value is being brought into the light. You may find yourself questioning not just how much you earn or save, but why you pursue the financial goals you do. Is it out of true belief in your worth, or is there still a hidden threat of fear, of scarcity, of needing to prove something? These are the deeper questions rising to the surface now, and they cannot be rushed or glossed over. This is not the time to leap into risky investments, large purchases, or quick fixes in the hope of feeling more secure. Instead, it is a sacred pause, a moment to slow down and rebuild your relationship with abundance from the inside out. You are being asked to realign your financial life with the truth of who you are now, not who you used to be when you were operating from survival mode. Adding to this moment of shift, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is preparing to complete its journey through Taurus. In just a few weeks, it will move into Gemini, opening up entirely new territories of growth and possibility. But before that happens, it invites you to finish an important chapter. You are being called to clear lingering debts, to organize your resources, and most importantly, to let go of any outdated mindsets around money that no longer reflect your evolving self. What once made you feel safe may now feel restrictive. What once seemed like a worthy goal may now feel hollow. Honor these realizations. They are signs of maturity, not mistakes. If you allow yourself to move with this slow but powerful current, Scorpio, you will find that what is closing now is only making space for a richer, more soul-aligned form of abundance. New opportunities are already beginning to form on the horizon, but they will only recognize you if you show up as the person you are becoming, not the person you were trying to protect in the past. Now let's turn our attention to your career and daily work life, because here too the energies are shifting, asking for a different kind of movement from you. With Mercury having just stationed direct in Aries, clarity is beginning to return to the part of your chart that rules daily routines, service, and health. Over the past few weeks, you may have felt stuck, uncertain, or pulled in too many directions at once, unsure of what was truly worth your energy. But now, a new focus is emerging, not the frantic drive to accomplish everything at once, but a steadier, wiser sense of where your true efforts should be placed. Mars, your traditional ruler, is currently moving through Cancer, forming a harmonious aspect to your Scorpio placements. This is an invitation to act, but not recklessly. It's about aligning your daily actions with your emotional truth. Instead of forcing yourself to push harder out of obligation or fear, you are being asked to honor what genuinely nourishes your spirit. Where your heart feels aligned, your efforts will bear fruit. Where your heart feels heavy, drained, or resentful, the universe will whisper, it's time to release. This is not just a call to work harder. It's a call to work smarter, softer, and with more soul. Sustainable success for you now depends less on external hustle and more on internal alignment. Small, consistent steps taken from a place of emotional clarity will do more for your long-term growth than any frantic burst of activity ever could. If you are considering career changes, new projects, or shifts in your working life, trust the pace at which things unfold. Saturn in Pisces is quietly supporting you, reminding you that structures built with patience, compassion, and creativity are the ones that will endure. You don't need to force doors open right now. You need to walk steadily toward the ones that naturally open when you are true to yourself. As we move into the realm of relationships, the energy becomes even more revealing because this is where the mirror is clearest, Scorpio. With the Sun and Venus traveling together in Taurus, directly opposing your Scorpio placements, the dynamics within your closest connections are coming into sharp focus. Relationships of all kinds, romantic, familial, friendships, even professional partnerships, are under a bright cosmic spotlight now. Not to expose flaws for the sake of judgment, but to show you with undeniable clarity what is in true alignment with your growth and what is no longer sustainable. You may notice that certain interactions feel more tender or more volatile. Small issues could feel larger than usual. Conversations that once felt easy may now reveal hidden tensions. But this is not a punishment. This is an invitation to deeper honesty. The universe is encouraging you to move beyond surface agreements and polite compromises toward relationships built on true resonance, mutual respect, emotional safety, shared values. If you are in a relationship, now is the time to lean into vulnerable communication. Say what needs to be said, not to control outcomes, but to offer your truth openly. If you are single, resist the urge to fill the space just for the sake of comfort. The right connections will not demand that you shrink, hide, or sacrifice your inner peace to maintain them. True love, true friendship, true partnership, these are rooted in acceptance, not performance. And perhaps most importantly, this cosmic tension reminds you the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other bond in your life. If you are willing to meet your own needs with patience and tenderness, you will naturally attract those who reflect that same energy back to you. In this season of honest reflection, trust that whatever stays deepens, and whatever fades makes space for something more authentic to enter. And now we arrive at the heart of today's journey, the lesson your soul is quietly being called to embody. With Pluto, your ruling planet, now retrograde in Aquarius, a profound internal shift is underway. This is not about dramatic changes that the outside world will immediately notice. It is about the slow, powerful reformation of your inner architecture, the silent rebuilding of your beliefs, your boundaries, and your very sense of self at the deepest levels. In this space, where the noise of the world fades, you are being asked to listen to the slow beat of your true evolution. The soul lesson for you now, Scorpio, is patience with your own becoming. You are not meant to rush this process. You are not falling behind. You are not failing simply because things feel slower or more uncertain than you would like. What is happening within you cannot be rushed without losing its integrity. You are being reshaped from the inside out, and every moment of stillness, every period of uncertainty is part of that deeper construction. Like anything worth building, a home, a forest, a legacy, your rebirth requires time, space, and trust. Saturn in Pisces lends quiet but unwavering support to this inner transformation. It reminds you that true mastery is not measured by how quickly you achieve visible success, but by how steadily you hold your center while the world around you shifts. Strength is being built within you now, the kind that does not shout but simply exists, grounded, immovable. You are learning to stay rooted in your truth, even when old fears, doubts, or distractions try to lure you away. This chapter of your life calls for radical trust. Trust that when things appear to stall, it is because the foundations must be strengthened. Trust that the dreams aligned with your soul are not vanishing. They are anchoring themselves more deeply, beyond the reach of fleeting storms. Trust that even when you cannot yet see the full horizon, you are still moving toward it with every breath you take. Above all else, trust yourself. Trust your instincts, your inner wisdom, the quiet voice that has always known the way even when the noise of fear grew loud. You are not losing time, Scorpio. You are gaining depth. And when the moment comes, as it surely will, you will not rise as the version of yourself built for survival. You will rise as the version of yourself built for sovereignty, for truth, for a life that no longer asks for permission to exist. Family energies are also gently stirring beneath the surface of today's skies, Scorpio. Though less loud than career or relationship shifts, the dynamics within your home life and closest bonds are quietly asking for your attention. With Saturn moving steadily through Pisces, your fifth house of heart matters and soul expressions is activated. And for many Scorpios, this shines a light on the ways your family connections either nourish or deplete you. Family is not just about blood, it is about resonance, about feeling seen, supported, and respected at a soul level. And now you are being called to reflect, where in your family life do you feel truly at home, and where do old patterns of obligation, guilt, or emotional distance still linger? You may find that certain old stories within your family are ready to be rewritten. Perhaps unspoken expectations are finally being recognized. Perhaps the silent sacrifices you have made are asking to be acknowledged, not necessarily by others, but by yourself. This is a time to quietly reclaim your emotional sovereignty within your family system. It does not require confrontation or dramatic declaration. It simply requires that you stay true to your inner clarity, honoring your needs, even when doing so feels unfamiliar. If healing is needed, let it begin with soft steps, a deeper listening, a more honest conversation, a choice to show up differently, even if others remain the same. Healing does not always mean restoring relationships to what they once were. Sometimes true healing is allowing them to evolve into forms that are healthier for both sides, or in some cases, allowing yourself to release what no longer holds life. Above all, remember this. You are allowed to redefine what family means to you. You are allowed to choose a connection that feels like home, not duty. You are allowed to be loyal to your own well-being without betraying anyone else. And as you honor these quiet shifts within your heart, Scorpio, you create space not only for personal healing, but for a deeper, truer sense of belonging to arise, first within yourself, and then around you. Even in the quiet unfolding of this day, Scorpio, there are small whispers of guidance sent by the universe. And today, some of those whispers take the form of numbers. Your lucky numbers for today are 2, 8, and 22. The number 2 reminds you that you are not walking this journey alone. It speaks of balance, partnership, and the importance of choosing relationships, both personal and professional, that nurture mutual growth rather than draining your energy. It also serves as a gentle nudge to trust in the unseen connections being woven on your behalf, even when you cannot yet see how everything fits together. The number 8 carries the vibration of strength, endurance, and inner mastery. It is a powerful symbol of regeneration, the perfect reflection of your Pluto-ruled soul. When you see the number 8 today, whether in small ways or large, let it be a reminder that true power is cyclical. What falls away is always replaced by something stronger, more aligned, and more lasting. It is also a quiet affirmation that the investments you are making in your healing, your stability, your future will yield results, even if patience is required. And the number 22 arrives as a master number, a builder's number, speaking to your capacity now to create something enduring from the foundations you are currently laying. It calls you to think long-term, to stay faithful to your bigger vision, even if the immediate steps feel humble or uncertain. The seeds you plant today, guided by intention and soul truth, have the potential to support not just your next chapter, but an entire legacy. If you feel drawn, you may wish to carry or write down these numbers as silent companions throughout your day, small anchors of cosmic encouragement as you move through both the visible and invisible transformations taking place within you. As we close today's journey, Scorpio, take a moment to acknowledge just how far you have already come. Even if the outside world has yet to recognize it, even if your own mind sometimes forgets, you are standing in a sacred space between endings and beginnings. Not because you have failed, but because you have outgrown the old skins, the old stories, the old limitations that once defined you. What feels like delay is not a denial of your dreams. It is a deliberate pause, crafted by the wisdom of the universe, giving you time to root yourself more deeply before you rise higher than you ever have before. The energies moving through your life now, in your finances, your career, your relationships, your family ties, your very soul, are not random. They are carefully woven threads, guiding you back to your own authenticity, calling you to live, love, and create from a place that no longer needs external permission. You are being invited to trust the invisible currents at work, to honor the slow and steady transformations unfolding within you, and to let go of the outdated beliefs that once kept you small. You are being reminded that true strength is not loud. True strength is silent, steady, and unshakable, like the ocean tides that shape even the hardest stone with time. So as you move forward from today, Scorpio, move with quiet confidence. Move with reverence for your own process. Move with the understanding that nothing real can ever be lost, and that everything aligned with your soul's true path will find you, not because you chased it, but because you became ready to receive it. It is a masterpiece in the making, and today you are one breath, one choice, one heartbeat closer to becoming all that you were meant to be. Thank you for allowing me to walk this part of the path with you today. Until we meet again, trust the unfolding, trust yourself, and know that every step you take in truth brings you closer to a life that will feel not only successful, but profoundly real.